Golden Lancehead, the most deadliest species of snakes that rule Snake Island. With venom so toxic it can melt flesh, and a golden body built for ambush, this viper isn't just rare, it's a living legend. But why is it the sole ruler of an entire island? And how did it evolve to be so different from every other viper on Earth? Let's unravel the story of the Golden Lancehead, nature's most extreme island experiment. Golden in color, powerful, swift, hanging from every tree bough, the Golden Lancehead lives where no other snake dares to rule. On the remote Snake Island, just off Brazil's coast, this viper has evolved in isolation for thousands of years. Long ago, this island was part of the mainland. But then the sea rose, the forest was split, the land was swallowed, and the snakes left behind, trapped, stranded, surrounded by water on all sides. There was nowhere to go, no way back. And what made it worse? No rodents, no lizards, no mammals to hunt. Just birds. For most snakes, that would mean extinction. But not the Golden Lancehead. It changed. And so, the Golden Lancehead evolved. Not in a day, not in a year, but over countless generations. Through hunger, isolation, and time, it evolved to survive. And as centuries passed, something new began to emerge. Something faster, smarter, deadlier. They didn't just survive the island, they became the island. Its branches, its silence, its danger. They made it their own, and in doing so, they became something the world had never seen before. Before it became a legend, the Golden Lancehead was just another viper. It belonged to the Bothrops family, the same deadly group as the Jararaca, a common pit viper found across mainland South America. They shared the same hunting style, the same broad, triangular head, the same heat-sensing pits that vipers are known for. Back then, it hunted the forest floor like its relatives, striking at small mammals, hiding beneath leaves, moving with the stillness and patience all vipers master. It was a creature of routine, a textbook ambush predator, just like the rest of its kind. But then, Snake Island happened, and that sameness began to break. Cut off from the mainland, surrounded by ocean and stripped of its usual prey, the Golden Lancehead began to change. Slowly, relentlessly, and completely. There was no food on ground. While its cousins stayed grounded, it took to the trees. While other vipers perfected the art of wading in undergrowth, the Golden Lancehead learned to strike from branches, from above with precision. Its world no longer echoed with the scurrying of rodents. Instead, it heard wings. Birds became its lifeline. And to catch them, it had to evolve far beyond its original design. Its body became leaner, more agile, built for balance and vertical strikes. Its venom turned into a chemical weapon unlike any other, capable of killing birds in seconds before they could fly away. And its appearance shifted too, the dull browns of its past replaced by a gleaming golden hue that vanished into sunlight and leaves. The island forced it to change. And in doing so, it became something no other viper could match. Not just a predator, but a ruler. Not just different, but dangerously unique. For a predator that lives in trees and targets fast-moving birds, failure is not an option. A misstrike means the prey is gone, possibly forever. That's why the Golden Lancehead developed one of the most powerful venoms in the viper world. Unlike many land vipers that use venom to slowly disable mammals, the Golden Lancehead's venom is designed for speed and devastation. It had to evolve a toxin that could act instantly, before a bird could take flight, break down tissue rapidly, stopping prey midair, and digest muscle and blood vessels even before the snake begins to feed. Lab tests have shown its venom to be up to 5 times more potent than its mainland cousins like the Jararaca. In humans, it can cause massive internal bleeding, tissue necrosis, kidney failure, and even death within hours if untreated. It's no surprise the snake earned the label the deadliest on Earth, not just for what it is, but for what it had to become. Because on Snake Island, only the fastest and the deadliest survive. When life moved to the trees, the golden lancehead followed. But climbing through narrow branches and launching attacks from above isn't something most vipers are built for. So over time, its body began to change. Compared to its mainland relatives, the golden lancehead is more slender, with a body made for balance and movement among trees. Longer, giving it extra reach when striking from tight spots. And more agile, able to silently maneuver along twisting limbs in search of prey. Its hunting behavior evolved, too. Where most vipers wait on the forest floor, camouflaged in leaves, the golden lancehead lies in wait in the trees, a golden shadow curled over a branch, completely still until the perfect moment comes. And when it strikes, it does so with lightning speed and absolute precision. There's no second chance. On an island where every meal counts, the golden lancehead became a master of efficiency. It doesn't just hunt. It dominates its terrain, turning every branch into a trap. The golden lancehead didn't just evolve in its behavior and venom, it changed in appearance too. Over time, even its color transformed, shaped by the world around it. Most vipers are colored in dull tones, browns, grays, patterns that let them disappear into the forest floor. But on Snake Island, the rules were different. There were no thick layers of leaf litter, no dark, dense underbrush. Instead, there were sunlit trees, rocky outcrops, and glowing green canopies. And in that vibrant world, the old camouflage wouldn't work. So the golden lancehead adapted. Its scales became tinted with yellow, bronze, and faded gold, reflecting the warm light of its island home. This wasn't just a visual shift, it was a tactical one. That shimmer blends perfectly into sun patches on tree bark, into the soft glow of mossy stone, into the golden haze of a late afternoon. To the birds it hunts, it becomes a beam of light, harmless until it strikes. It is beauty hiding danger, shimmering gold masking cold precision. And in this world of green and light, the golden lancehead vanishes before your eyes, until it's far too late. Golden lancehead is the undisputed apex predator on Snake Island. It evolved in total isolation, and every inch of the island has become its hunting ground. Due to limited prey, the snakes are highly territorial. They often wait days or weeks for the right opportunity to strike, and every encounter with prey is a matter of life or death. Encounters between golden lanceheads are rare but tense. There's no room for weakness in such a harsh, competitive ecosystem. This isn't just a snake surviving in the wild. This is a predator that owns the land it slithers on. The golden lancehead isn't just deadly. It's exclusive. This species exists only on Snake Island, a stretch of land barely 100 acres in size. That means the entire global population is trapped in one location, with no migration, no expansion, and no second chance. It's what scientists call endemism, when a species is found in only one place on the planet. And in the golden lancehead's case, that place is small, fragile, and heavily restricted. Estimates suggest there may be as few as 2,000 individuals left in the wild. Some believe that number is shrinking. No zoos, no backup colonies, no other population hidden in some remote forest. If anything happens to Snake Island, if disease spreads, if climate shifts or humans intervene, this species could vanish forever. It's not just rare. It's one of the most isolated and vulnerable snake species alive today. And that makes the golden lancehead not just a predator to respect, but a living relic of evolution, one that the world cannot afford to lose. The Brazilian government has placed strict protections over Snake Island. Public access is banned, and only a limited number of researchers are allowed to visit under permit. This helps prevent habitat disturbance, poaching, and the accidental introduction of invasive species that could devastate the ecosystem. But isolation alone isn't enough. Climate change, disease, and the black market wildlife trade remain serious threats. The survival of the golden lancehead depends entirely on our ability to protect its island and its fragile, one-of-a-kind world. Golden lancehead, a snake that started like any other, but became something the world had never seen. Isolated, reshaped, and refined by evolution, it now stands as one of nature's most powerful reminders that survival isn't just about strength, it's about change. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who thinks they've seen it all when it comes to snakes.